You guys, I've got bad news. We're starving to death here. We don't have any money. And my son, little Timmy, he's sick. He's very sick. Oh God. He's sick because we were so hungry that we chopped off his leg in order to feed ourselves. Don't you see? Oh God. All you have to do is hit like on this video and you'll save little Timmy's life. That's right. 1 like equals 1 little Timmy saved. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Sorry. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shraydee. I am very sorry about that intro. Please ignore everything that you saw. If you already clicked off, well, then I probably shouldn't be on my channel anyway. So anyway, I'm glad to everybody who stuck around even though that weird shit happened in the beginning. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Today's going to be obviously a little bit of a goofier video, but I will be doing some battles, or I'll be showing you a lot of battles here. I sped them up ×2 this time instead of ×1.5 so we can get through them quicker because there's 2 sets here. But these are the last sets that I did of Season 2. That got me on the way to 29-18, and these are some pretty good sets. So I know it's the same team again, and I'm sure you guys are bored of this, but hey, maybe you'll get a kick out of that intro and then click off. I'm fine with that. I'm still going to showcase these battles because I really like them. So here we go. Alright, so Shiftry again in the lead with Snarl, Leaf Blade, and Foul Play. Get a terrible lead with Fire Fang Mawile. We switch into our Azumarill, and out comes a Razor Leaf Ludicolo. That is not good for us. So, we're going to throw an Ice Beam. It's going to be neutral damage because of the Grass and Water typing, but we're not going to be able to get to a second one. You never will if they switch fast enough. So, now we're going to come back into Shiftry, and let this go, and it's gonna be an Ice Beam. I apparently had forgot what moveset Ludicolo has, so we're not off to a good start with this set of battles here. But don't you worry, I go 4 and 1 twice, so this will be the 1 in the 4, or the 1 in the 4 and 1, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so same team. I'll go over it again real quickly. Snarl, Leaf Blade, Foul Play, Shiftry in the lead. Fire Spin, Bone Club, Shadow Ball, Marowak in the middle. And then we've got Azumarill with Bubble, Hydro Pump, and Ice Beam as our safe switch. Yeah, at this point I'm not hitting bubbles. There's no reason to. He's got 2 shields. I'm going to go down with 2 shields. Feels real bad, man. Alright, so getting into the next battle here. We're at 27-67 at this part. Alright, so we get a good lead. Depends on whether or not they have Fire Punch or Ice Punch, but either way, we will out spam them. Confusion does a good amount of damage, but it's resisted by Shiftry because of its dark typing. Double resisted, actually. So we do shield in case it was a Fire Punch, and it was. They didn't fall for their Leaf Blade bait. At this point, we can survive a Fire Punch. So we let it go because we don't want to use both shields already. And then we're going to go for 2 Leaf Blades in a row. We do expect them to shield at least once. They shield twice, but we will get to another Leaf Blade. So we basically wasted both of their shields. So that feels real good, man. And then out comes an Azumarill, and we do get to another Leaf Blade. Shiftry is an absolute monster. A lot of people are sleeping on Shiftry. Alright, so we come out with our Azumarill. We don't want to come in with our Marowak, obviously, because the Bubbles and the Hydro Pump would do super effective damage because of its fire typing. At this point, we're just going to go for Hydro Pumps. Pretty straightforward match here, just very boring to watch. So now we can eat this Hydro Pump and then Bubble Down. They're going to switch out before we Bubble Down. I build up to an Ice Beam, and then I switch into my Marowak. Marowak will be taking super effective damage from both the Rock Slides and the Earthquake. We get one shot by an Earthquake. Not good. At this point, we're going to have to shield, even though this is probably a Rock Slide. So now we can go for a Hydro Pump, and this will KO the Stunfisk. Definitely should have shielded that Earthquake. We thought it was a Rock Slide, and we were counting wrong. Still not used to Galarian Stunfisk's charge moves. But we are able to take that match regardless. So, what did we learn? Well, we learned to count Galarian Stunfisk's moves properly. Mudshot generates energy very, very quickly. Okay, so this is an interesting matchup. We will do super effective damage with the foul plays, but they will do super effective damage with the Moonblast. And, okay, so they get the attack debuff. We decide to go for one Leaf Blade before switching out of this. And we're going to actually build up to a little bit more. We have 2 Leaf Blades now, which is really nice. And really, Umbreon can't do much to Azumarill. As you'll see, these Last Resorts do barely anything. And it takes longer to get to Last Resort than it takes to get to Foul Play. So we do land the Hydro Pump, which is nice. There's no reason to bait in this matchup because we can eat a whole lot of Last Resorts. They decide to switch out and, you know, not get farmed down, which is, you know, it's a good play. And then we're actually going to stay in and catch a Grass Knot. Yeah. Was ready for that Grass Knot, was counting it, and we do catch a Grass Knot on the Shiftry. And this Leaf Blade actually will KO, so there's no reason to go for a foul play. They come in with Toxicroak. They've got 2 shields, but they're going to have to start using them. These Leaf Blades and the foul plays will be resisted, but we're able to get to 2 Leaf Blades. So this is definitely going to be pulling a shield here, which is nice. And then we can come in with Azumarill, go for an Ice Beam, because we almost have one, and this will definitely get a shield, and then we can switch out into our Alolan Marowak, and, okay, we should have switched out right there, but that's okay, because they're deciding to use their energy. But now we can come in and basically Fire Spin down. We don't need to shield this Mud Bomb, it's not going to KO, it does about 50%. They get to another one, so we're going to shield. This is why we should have switched out of that Azumarill matchup right after we got the shield. They try to sack, but again, I was ready for it. Either way, I would have gotten to 2 Bone Clubs anyway. So, looking pretty good so far, besides the first matchup where I made a bunch of mistakes. Well, I've made mistakes in 2 out of the 3 so far, so we're learning. So this is not so great of a matchup. The only way you can win this is if you successfully bait twice. And I'm just going straight for the foul play here, hoping this goes unshielded, but it doesn't, so we're going to go for another foul play. We built up to 2, so they could not get any counters through in between our charge moves. They shield twice. We switch into our Alolan Marowak. Again, we'll be taking super effective damage from the Rock Slides, and it does a lot. Then they switch out into Azumarill, so this is not looking good for us, because we weren't able to land a Shadow Ball on the Defense Deoxys. And now we're going to get farmed down. But now, not before we get a Shadow Ball and a Bone Club off, so that's pretty good. But now, if we go into Shiftry, we're probably going to have to shield. So we're going to go into our Azumarill and let this opposing Azumarill dump its energy. And then switch immediately into Shiftry. Expecting them to switch, but they're not. So I'm just going to go for the Leaf Blade. They probably were trying to switch on the Leaf Blade. Okay, and Haunter comes in. That's why they didn't switch on the Leaf Blade, I guess. We can shield this just in case it's a Shadow Ball. We don't want to take the risk. That would come close to KOing. They don't have any shields left, so this Ice Beam will KO here. Haunter's very squishy. Defense Deoxys comes in, and we're going to get hit by a Thunderbolt here, and it's going to hurt, but we will survive with barely any HP, and the Hydro Pump lands. So, very close matchup once again. These battles up here at the end of Season 2 were very intense up at this ranking. Especially, I've noticed, when I was going against people who were rank 9 and hadn't gotten to rank 10 yet, it was very try-hard. It was, I was trying hard, they were trying hard, everybody's trying hard. But then when you go up against people who are already rank 10, man, they're running some serious spice up there. Because they've already hit rank 10, there's no reason to, I mean, they're not trying to get on the leaderboards or anything like that. Okay, so Shadow Hypno, this is a really good lead for us, even though a Fire Punch would hurt a lot from a Shadow Hypno. They don't shield for some reason, which is fine. I think a Foul Play would have KO'd, so we're forced to go for 2 Leaf Blades, but they just sack their Hypno, which, you know, okay. So they're gonna come in with their own Shiftry, so I'm assuming there's something weak to Shiftry in the back, which is why I'm looking to switch out here. We do catch a Leaf Blade onto our Alolan Marowak, which is really nice because a Foul Play would do a lot of damage. And that's because there's an Azumarill in the back. That's why they're trying to avoid that Shiftry. But that's okay. I'm just going to sack the Alolan Marowak, and they actually throw their energy here, which is awesome. So now they don't have as much energy. They don't have an Ice Beam, I don't think. And so we're going to go for these Leaf Blades. We're going to have to shield once. But we will be able to get to another Leaf Blade, Expecting them to switch, potentially building up. They do switch, but man, I always fall for that. It's like whenever I throw the charge move right when I get it, they switch right when I get it. But whenever I, like, you know, farm 2 snarls afterwards, yeah, then they switch right when I get it, or right when I hit it anyway. It always seems like the opponent is just like psychic, and they know when I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Alright, so we're gonna go for Ice Beam here because it would come close to KOing at this point. I think we can actually, yeah, I think I just go for an Ice Beam. The safe play would have gone for would be to go for a Hydro Pump, but it doesn't matter. We can get hit by 2 more Hydro Pumps and still survive. Uh-oh, a little bit of lag? Okay. We pull that one out. We will not be defeated by Go Battle lag. Okay, so that's the end of the first set. Going through these pretty quickly, so we get up to 2802. And these are not in order. This is a set from a little bit later. This was the last set I did before. This is the last set of Season 2 that I've done. Okay, so, alright, did you see that? I got a bad lead and I immediately swapped into my Alolan Marowak. They were expecting me to switch into Azu, so they came into Shiftry. So this is not that bad of a matchup for us. They're going to be doing super effective damage with the foul plays, and it would do a lot, but we are doing super effective damage with the fire spins. And the Shadow Ball would be resisted, but it would hit. They're both resisted, Bone Club and Shadow Ball. So we do end up getting a shield from them in that matchup, and then they come back in with their Skarmory, and then I notice that their whole team has got to be weak to Alolan Marowak if they're coming in with a Skarmory. So I switch out, save Shadow Ball on my Alolan Marowak, and I'm just going to sack the Azumarill. The problem is we don't have any shields left, and they still have 1. So what are we going to do here? We come in with our Shiftry. We're just going to soak all this damage. Both charge moves would be resisted. It'll take 2 Frenzy Plants to take us out, but I'm just going to go for a Leaf Blade here. This would take it out, even though it is resisted. They shield, they switch into their Skarmory, but I guess I didn't have a Shadow Ball ready, but 1 Fire Spin and I had a Shadow Ball. But this is going to be pretty close because now the Sky Attack is going to take me out, and all I have left is a Shiftry, and yeah. So pretty close, not really that close, but yeah, as you can see, like I was saying in the last video that I made, a couple of these battles that I've done, I don't know if there's another one in this video, another bad lead, another Skarmory lead. So I switch it, and again he's staying in, so this is telling me that there is something in the back that is weak to Alolan Marowak. So I go for the Bone Club expecting them to maybe shield, but they don't. So definitely should have gone for the Shadow Ball. Again, now they're probably going to shield. Maybe not. Let's see. Okay, they don't shield. They come in with their own Alolan Marowak. So, what do you guess is in the back? I'm guessing a Meganium. I let this go. Interesting. Come in with a Azumarill, and there it is, the Meganium. So, Shiftry can deal with the Meganium. It's not a comfortable matchup, but it is a matchup that Shiftry can win. So, 2 Frenzy Plants will take us out, and 2 Foul Plays will take them out, but we are able to get to the Foul Plays quicker. And at this point, I'm pretty sure we could just go for a Leaf Blade. We're going to shield here, and then build up to 2 Leaf Blades here, and then throw both of them. Yeah, Leaf Blade would KO at this range. Shiftry is just so attack weighted. They know that if this Meganium survives, then they're going to be able to handle my Azumarill. And I save a Leaf Blade right before they Fire Spin me down, so that is ideal here, because now we have a Leaf Blade ready, even though we have barely any health on our Shiftry. Alright, so we're going to go for an Ice Beam, and the reason why is because I want to farm down the Alolan Marowak, and I don't want to get hit by another Shadow Ball. And this is probably just a Bone Club. But yeah, so if I would have gone for the Hydro Pump, I wouldn't have had the energy to throw this Ice Beam onto the Meganium. So this is actually going to enable us to win without even having to use that Leaf Blade that we banked on the Shiftry. Okay, so let's get into the next one here. Another rank 9 person, so let's see what they're running. Okay, another terrible lead. This is a Medicham lead. They're going to do super effective damage with the counters. We're going to switch into a Azumarill, which is a pretty good response. Both of our Pokemon in the back are pretty good against Medicham. They're going to get off a Psychic so that they have a little bit of, you know, they can win this match more comfortably. They successfully shield a Hydro Pump, which is unfortunate for us. We can survive a body slam and get to another Hydro Pump. We don't expect to win this matchup since they shielded the Hydro Pump. So we're going to throw this Hydro Pump. We'll do a lot of damage, but they're going to be able to lick us down, which means they're going to have a body slam ready for Shiftry. So we're going to eat it. It's going to do a lot of damage, though, because Shiftry is just so glassy. And we actually have to shield now. We should have thrown that Leaf Blade immediately, but now I think we're... Okay, they come in with Medicham. So we're going to throw this Leaf Blade. Both Leaf Blade and Foul Play would be neutral. Foul Play is neutral because fighting types resist and psychic types take super effective from it. So we're going to switch and we're going to just go for Bone Club because it would KO from this range. We could possibly have shielded that. It was definitely going to be a psychic, but we decided to let it go and save our shield. And they come in with Dugong. Okay, so this is not great. Dugong can use Water Pulse. But I think an Icy Wind would take us out at this stage. They try to sack their Munchlax, but we didn't have a charge move ready yet. We're going to shield this. And then debatably could have switched out right there. But we're going to go for the Shadow Ball first, and then we're going to switch out, clear the debuff. We should have, yeah, cleared the debuff first. We couldn't actually get to that Leaf Blade, but one Fire Spin is going to take out the Dugong. So another very close match. Like I said, these people who are in rank 9, like me, when I made this video, are trying to get to rank 10, so they're trying real hard. Okay, so let's see a rank 10 person. Alright, they come in with a Alolan Raichu. This is a good matchup for us. We're doing super effective damage with the Snarls, and one Foul Play would take it out because they are very glassy. They throw a Wild Charge, but we actually CMP tied, so this is great because now they're either going to have to shield or completely sack the Alolan Raichu. So they come in with Vigoroth, and we bank a Leaf Blade and then switch into Azumarill here. Azumarill, technically wins that matchup. They're going to get off a Body Slam, again, just to get off a little bit of damage so they can guarantee the win on this next matchup here. They're probably running Play Rough on their Azumarill. So, there's no reason to shield this. We're definitely going to lose this matchup. Okay, they actually have Hydro Pump, so this is not as bad. But, yeah, we're going to let the Azumarill go down at this point. I do believe we're going to let it go down. We're actually going to get off an Ice Beam just because we know that we're going down, so we might as well get off as much damage as we can, and we knew that we wouldn't be able to get to the Hydro Pump. At this point, I thought they were going to farm me down at first, so I was thinking about switching out before they did, but they didn't farm us down. We're going to come in and do a very aggressive... Oh, never mind. Okay, we're actually going to switch and catch an Ice Beam on our Alolan Marowak, which is really great. They're going to come back in with their Vigoroth, but we're resisting the counter damage. But the thing is, Bulldoze, which is... so Body Slam would be double resisted, but Bulldoze is not double, but super effective. So as you can see, that did a lot of damage. But we're doing normal neutral damage with our Fire Spins and the Bone Clubs. But Shadow Ball would be double resisted. At this point, I'm just going to let it go. And we're going to take a lot of damage from these counters, but we're going to hit the Leaf Blade, and I think we've got 3 Leaf Blades ready here. So we're playing like a ring around the rosy in this match here. Okay, and they've got an Azumarill in the back with 1 HP, and this is a GG here. So again, a very close matchup. That person was actually ranked 10, so I was a little surprised. Just because a lot of the people I ran into that were ranked 10 were just running like, fun teams like Rainy Cast Form and stuff like that. So we get a good lead here. I think this is the first good lead of this set, which is nice. We're expecting them to switch. We're actually ready for it that time, even though they switched at a random time. Alright, so they come into Altaria, and Azumarill can take a lot of Sky Attacks here, but Altaria cannot take an Ice Beam. Well, it can take one, but it barely has any health left, and then we will be able to bubble down, so that is like awesome. Because now we can bubble down, and we'll have a little more than an Ice Beam for whatever comes in next. We'll actually have a Hydro Pump, which is nice. So the opposing Azumarill comes in. I was able to determine that by looking at the top right of the screen as they were coming in. We knew we were going down here again because we didn't plan on shielding, so we're trying to hit that Ice Beam, but that's okay. We're going to come in with our Shiftry. We've got 2 Leaf Blades ready, so we can immediately hit that Leaf Blade. That is why it's always important to save charge moves before you switch out. Unless you're taking too much damage from the fast moves, try to bank a charge move before you get out. Okay, so Alolan Marowak comes in, so we go into our Alolan Marowak, and we know this is a Bone Club, because they didn't farm up enough to get to a Shadow Ball. But we're going to go for the Shadow Ball. Another Bone Club here. Might be worth shielding, but nah, it's fine. So we're going for the Shadow Ball, and if they don't shield this, this will KO. Okay. So, at this point, we're just going to try to fire spin down. Yeah, there's no reason to try to throw a charge move there because they still had a shield left. That was a pretty comfortable match there. Okay, so that's the last match that we did. And we pick up our Snivy, and we go up to 29-18, which is unfortunately where we ended Season 2. But Season 3 is here. And look out, because Shraydee's coming for you. Alright? Yeah, let me get the big camera here. Shraydee's coming for you. You see my eyes? I'm ready. I'm ready for Season 3. I'm getting to rank 10, and you ain't stopping me. So, either get out of the way, or, you know, lose. I'm just kidding, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope to see you in the next one. I very much appreciate all my likers and subscribers and all that stuff. Anybody who comments on the video, you are awesome as well. I hope that you all have a good one, and y'all can take it easy.